Hi, welcome to another episode of Rob's Memories. Recently, my wife and I celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary. Quite a few years ago, we got married. Right. This memory here goes back to the time I first met my wife. Right. When I first started a ring, my mother-in-law at the time was not my mother-in-law. Her name was Connie, my boss, the supervisor at Ring. We used to always order food from Sam's Pizza, since Ring used to be out there in Les Park on Material Avenue, and I used to always order food at night because I worked third shift. Hold on, it's kind of dark here, isn't it? Hello, darkness. It's dark. Oh, can you see me now? It's bright light, bright light. And we'll go back in the darkness. All right, you guys don't need to see me. All right? We just need the sound. That's all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's nighttime right now because I'm picking up my daughter from work. She works at Culver's, and it's only 8 o'clock. But this time change always messes things up during the winter. Then also as far as the seasons. Anyway, stop blabbering. Anyway, always used to order from Sam's. A young lady used to deliver our food. And, back then I was shy, but at that time I asked Connie, I said, who's that girl that brings our food? What's her name? And Connie said, that's Lori. That's my daughter. I said, oh, okay. Well, anyway, after a few times bringing my food, I started, getting a crush on Lori. And then eventually, with Connie's help, I connected with Lori. Next thing you know, we were dating. And what year was this? This was in 1991 or 1990, actually. When I first started, Ring, it was in the 1990s. But in the 1990s, it was 1990. I started in February, and then I got hired in May of 1990. And then throughout that year, I started seeing this young lady bringing me the food and stuff like that, like I already discussed. And then, of course, we started dating. As we got into 1991, I started falling in love with you. And then I got down on my knees, proposed, and of course she said yes. We were gonna get married in April, no, not April, March 2nd-ish, around that time, I think. It was gonna be around her uncle's birthday, around that time. Anyway, then when Lori turned 18 in June, she was 17 for a little bit there when I started seeing her. And then when she turned 18, we actually got a place together. It was on Crosby Street, down in Rockford here in Crosby. And I want to say it was 1129 Crosby. I drive by there a lot still, but I think that was the address. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 1126. I don't know. Anyway, it's on Crosby near Longwood. right down the street from the grocery store. Anyway, we moved in. There was a yellow house, one bedroom, and of course, at that time, you know, Lori's family is very, religious type, and living together was not the cup of tea at the time for her family. So we expedited the wedding to November 29th, 1991. Alright, so the day after Thanksgiving. I mean, we only had a few months to plan this stuff. Alright. And so we got married in a gym. And today the church is has a sanctuary now. Back then they didn't have one; they just had a gym. We got married in a gym. It was still great. But yeah, so we just celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary, and I would go back and do it all again. But anyway, that's me rambling on. We had our wedding at the what is that church called? It's right down the street from here. What? East Riverside Church, I believe it's called. I don't know. I'm pretty sure after I get off this video, I'm gonna drive right by it. But we got married there. We had a limo. We actually had a camcorder, but unfortunately, the battery is dead apparently, because we didn't get much footage. We only got like maybe 5 to 8 minutes of footage, which that footage is gone now because we had a house fire. It's gone. It's toast. It's sayonara. But we had a photographer. I mean, he wasn't the best photographer. He just basically Walgreen type photos. Say, still photos, right? And we just threw this wedding together. But I had a limo. I had Larry Meyer as my best man. Tim Riddler. My nephew Daniel, and then we had Rob Malthy, my buddy at the time. But then we had Eric, who's our ring bearer. Then we had Lori's side. We had her sister Lisa as her maid of honor. Then we had her cousins. And we had Michelle. Her cousins were Rachel and Becky. Right. And then of course we had little Sandy. Right. But we had our reception down at the V8. I think it's the V Hall, Veterans Hall downtown. 2nd Street, right across the street from the Ing, if you guys remember that place. And had a great time. Thunderstruck was playing. And faithfully, our wedding song. Anyway, that was one of the memories around this time now, because our anniversary. One of these days, hopefully, we were supposed to do this on our 25th anniversary. We were supposed to get remarried, but it didn't come to fruition because of our house fire. It kind of screwed things up for us. But the 30th anniversary, we're more likely going to get remarried. There's going to be a destination wedding out here, probably. We'll probably be married in Florida, Cancun, Hawaii. I don't know yet. All right, so stay tuned, because you guys are invited if you want to come to a warm state and be in our wedding. All right, buddies. All right. As I wait here for my daughter, I will say sayonara. And I'll talk to you again on Rob's Memories.